Hi, this is Mitra with Roger CPA Review. Thanks for joining me. Now, over the past 10 years, I've been to countless career fairs for accounting students and business students, and I've had the privilege of being a guest speaker on the topic of the CPA exam at many different firms across the nation. And one thing I've definitely noticed is that public accounting firms can be quite competitive, not only in the recruitment process, getting those cream of the crop students or experienced hires, but also in gaining new clients and setting themselves apart from each other. So why does this matter to you? Well, if you are looking to get into the accounting profession, this is really an exciting time, and that's because there's so many public accounting firms out there that have so much to offer. Or maybe you've been around the block and you've been in the profession for a while, but you're looking for a change in environment or company culture or trying different types of accounting. So this is a great time for you as well as an experienced hire because, again, there's just so much that they're offering now that you can look outside of the box and not just look for things like salary and benefits and work-life balance. Of course, those are important, but things, other factors that show that a firm has longevity and relevance. And it's going to be around for a long time, and you can grow with the company, and it's a company that you would be proud to work for. So today's topic covers 5 ways public accounting firms stay competitive. Of course, the firms themselves are interested in this topic because they want to keep up with the demand. So let's start off with number 1, innovation. Now, innovation is key for public accounting because it's ever-changing. I mean, there's always new tax laws and new technologies, and it's really important for a firm to keep up on all these changes, but not only keep up, stay ahead of them and pave the way for new ones. Now, Crowe Horwath is a top 10 national firm that I would consider a very innovative firm. They have a whole page on their website that is dedicated to some of their new solution technologies where they use analytics and machine learning and really great ways to help their clients grow and optimize, their working capital. I highly recommend you check out their website. They have a name for their innovative process, and that's called Crowe Blue Sky Innovation. Now, this is a process for themselves internally and for their clients where they encourage collaboration and idea sharing and really challenging traditional business models. And of course, the end goal is for everlasting value and to simplify. Number 2, expanding the global footprint. This is a very great way that firms can grow their business internationally and have that brand awareness globally as well. 2 ways firms do this is they will either be a member of a global alliance or they will have an international affiliate firm, and really often the larger firms will do both. Now, Moss Adams is a great example of this. They're a top 15 firm in the nation, but really they're a Western firm. What I mean by that is they're headquartered out of Seattle, Washington. They have locations all over the West, and just last year in 2017, they rebranded themselves with the slogan, "At Moss Adams, we bring more West to business." So they've cleverly embraced this identity, but that doesn't mean they don't know the importance of an international presence. And so they have their China practice. Now, this is based out of the US, but they have employees who are bilingual and have a stake in Asian culture. Also, Moss Adams was a founding member of the Praxiti Alliance. This is a global, not-for-profit alliance of independent firms where they all work together. They share resources and ideas and tools to help themselves out both nationally and internationally when they need it. So many firms are now joining these alliances as well. There's quite a few out there to have the same advantages. Number 3, growth through mergers and acquisitions. This is a way for a firm to stay competitive because they can now have a geographic growth plan, taking on new locations. They can maybe take on a new niche or expand an existing one that's already established. Also, talent is in high demand in accounting, so this is a great way as well to gain new, solid talent. Now, CLA is a perfect example of this. They're a top 10 national firm, otherwise known as Clifton Larson Allen, and they became a top 10 firm through a merger between Clifton Gunderson out of Milwaukee and Larson Allen out of Minneapolis. That was in 2012, and since then, They have grown quite a bit, expanded out of the Midwest. Just in the last 2 years, they've taken on top local firms in states like California, Nevada, Oregon, Georgia, and in 2017 alone, they acquired about 9 firms. So a great firm to keep your eye on. Number 4, preparing the next generation. So it's very important for firms to stay competitive, not only by hiring top experienced talent, but taking on the newcomers into the profession and really training them properly and honing them, because they're going to be the next leaders and influencers in the accounting profession. Now, Cohn-Resnick is a top 15 firm that is a great example of this. They have their D&I National Council. They've invested quite a bit into it, where they encourage diversity and inclusion in all areas of their firm. But 2 areas would be talent development and leadership initiatives. An example would be their Women Can program. This is a collaborative advocacy network for women, especially those starting out in the profession, where they have access to mentors and roundtable discussions with partners and development courses, for example. And they've won awards for this program. Finally, number 5, philanthropy. In this day and age, big companies are pretty much expected to give back to the communities that help them grow. Not only is this good PR for them and goodwill with their clients, but it shows their employees that they're not just concerned about the bottom line. And with millennials and Gen Zers really growing into the industry now, it's important because they're showing us that they care about volunteering and donating, and they want to be a part of a work environment that has the same values. So this is really great for retention as well. Now, Markham is a top 20 national firm that is a wonderful example of this. They have their own foundation that supports quite a few different nonprofit organizations. They also have come up with creative ways to fundraise. For example, they have Jeans Day, right, where their employees will dress down. I think it's the last Friday of every month. So they'll dress down in exchange for a $5 voluntary contribution to a nonprofit of their choice. They also have their Markham Day of Service. It's a day every year where all employees at all the different locations take off to volunteer. And finally, being based out of New York City, they actually throw Long Island's largest walk, run, and corporate picnic. It's called the Markham Workplace Challenge, and it's again for nonprofit organizations. So there you have, 5 examples of ways firms stay competitive, things you should be looking for in a firm that you want to join. I picked one firm as an example per point, but there are many other firms out there that have similar qualities and offerings. So again, great time to be in this profession. I hope you enjoyed the topic. Thank you.